Good morning, everyone. This isn't the yellow brick road, more like the red brick road. And today I'm in a town known for its brick making. We are in the lovely little village of Columbiaville, Michigan. And we can see this red brick trail. We're going to follow it up here, and it leads to something kind of interesting, I think. It's the Columbiaville Rotary Building. But in fact, if we take a better look, it's actually an old railroad depot. And it's really cool. And we've got a historical marker up here we're going to go check. Oh, look at the brickwork and the fancy designs on the front underneath this window. Look at the tile work. Isn't that pretty? And very detailed. And the window with all the little panes of glass in it, arched. Very nice, very nice. Well, let's see. What do we got here? Here's the sign, the historical marker. The first depot was built here in 1872. This particular one was built in 1893 by William Peters, who was actually the man who owned the huge brick factory here in town. He's also, it says here, a millionaire lumber baron, and he wanted to help spur development of the town. He gave the building to the Detroit Bay City Railroad Company. In exchange for letting their line run through the community, the property was deeded to the company for $1 and served as a station until 1964. Look at this. Yeah, Mr. Peters was quite a legend around here. Although this is not actually him here. This is a gentleman who helped donate trees to the community and supposedly other stuff. Really don't know anything about Dr. Richardson, but the Columbiaville Depot is on the National Center of Historic Places Registry. It's even got the old school electric light fixture up over the door. Let's see. Oh, look at the beveled glass windows up there. Very cool, very cool. And they're above every door and window. All original, dating back to 1893. This is really cool. I love old trains, old train stations, little histories about town. Oop, here's a little side window that looks like it may have been bricked up at one point. And on this side we have another access door. More arched windows. A more modern roof on it, of course, after 120 some years of being in use. You would think that would be so. I like to go around the back sides of these buildings too and see what kind of cool stuff might have lingered in the back. Here we see a sealed up door. People would have came out to get onto the trains. Oh, and look at the glass work. We can see some rondelle glass here behind that. The rondelle glass was probably added at a later date for privacy. That was more popular in like the 50s and 60s. So, see, back here we have some more brick road. Use of those tiles quite prominently featured here. More and more of the leaded glass windows. Another door. Oh, a badge built into the cement work here. Let's check this out. Oh, a survey marker. Now that's kind of cool. You don't see these embedded in buildings very often. It has the elevation above sea level. It's a benchmark survey marker from the U.S. Coast and Geodetic Society, dated 1930. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one of those before in a building. Alright, here we go. Continuing our way around the building. Here's the sidewalk that would have led to from the front of the building to the back here. And we're going to sweep around, and we'll see the old railroad track bed right here behind the building, sweeping from, that's west, that would be west to east. At the east end of the line would have been Lapeer, Michigan, and the west end would have continued on up toward Bay City on an angle, on a northwest angle. And the tracks have been long gone. It's mostly a bicycle path and trail now, and even mostly abandoned, really. So here we go. This was the train station in Columbiaville, Michigan. And if I get a chance here, we're going to zip over and see the mansion real quick of the gentleman who built this train station. All right, here we are pulling into the Peters mansion. the gentleman who founded the town of Columbiaville and built the train station that we just saw. And again, you can see the extensive use of bricks for everything, including the incredibly huge garage carriage house building with the old style windows up top. If you can make those out, and the lighting here is pretty bad. I think that's converted into apartments now. And the building itself is a marvelous tribute to brickwork, even though it's seen some better days. The people living here now have started to restore it and renovate it, and it's really pretty cool. And then you can see the front yard with the original wrought iron gates and fencing. It's really a very cool structure. Look at that. We're just going to drive a little bit around Columbiaville before my memory card runs out here. Get another view of the building. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? The William Peter Mansion in Columbiaville, Michigan. Looping through downtown Columbiaville, such as it is, there's really not much here anymore. A lot of empty and abandoned storefronts, a car wash. There used to be a bank here in the corner, and a lot of things that look like they're closed down. And we're back where we started, by the post office and the railroad depot. Well, thank you for looking. Leave your comments below. And subscribe. I have other videos about abandoned places and interesting things